Hi there, welcome back to our vlog series. In fact, this week I've decided to continue our theme that we initiated last week on living with purpose. Last week I shared with you two keys. Number one, to my highest purpose, I remain true. Connected and centered, I know what to do. And last week we spoke about the importance of having a clear purpose when you do anything. This week, I'd like to continue what I spoke to you about in the previous vlog about the affirmation that every day I take massive action, living life with purpose and passion. How do you ensure that you take massive action every day? How do you ensure that you're going to have an extremely productive day? What I'd like to share with you my secret, or what I find extremely valuable in terms of ensuring that I have an extremely productive day. It's easy peasy, Japanesey, lemon squeezy. In fact, some of you are probably already doing it, but I'm going to invite you to do it in a very conscious way. So here's what I literally do. Before I go to bed the night before, I will literally schedule every single minute of what I'm planning to do the next day. Now, I know it sounds a bit anal, it sounds a bit over the top, but trust me, just try this once. Try this tomorrow. What I'm about to share with you, try it tomorrow, and I guarantee that you're going to have an extremely productive day. So I'll literally schedule it, and it goes something like this. 6 o'clock, rise and shine. And I will use language that actually inspires me to take massive action. So I'll write there, 6 o'clock, rise and shine. So I'm not just going to get out of bed. I'm going to rise and shine. What does that mean to me? When I rise and shine, for those of you who've done the Mind Power course with me, I think many of you have, or even if you've been to a talk, the first thought you feed your mind in the morning sets the tone for your day. So as I open my eyes, I'll literally say something to myself like, it's going to be an awesome and outstanding day today. It's going to be a focused and productive day today. So I'll choose a phrase or something that I'll say a couple of times as I open my eyes, because that's what I want to achieve. That's my purpose for this day. So I'll say rise, 6 o'clock, rise and shine. 6:30 to 7:30, upper body workout. So I'll go to the gym. While I'm doing my upper body workout, because I follow a program called Body for Life by Bill Phillips, which I'd highly recommend if you're wanting to lose weight and tone up. But while I'm doing my workout, I'll have my earphones on. I've got a big set of Beats. I probably look a little bit weird walking around in the gym, but I've got these big earphones on. But what I like about that is it shuts out the outside world, and I can completely focus on what I'm hearing. And I'll either be listening to an affirmation CD, or I'll be listening to an audiobook, but I'll be doing something that inspires my mind, so I'll be working out my mind while I'm working out my body as well. It's a great way to ensure that you get an amazing workout, both mentally and physically. So I'll do that for an hour. And by the way, I'll schedule it, 1 hour. I don't want to spend too long in the gym, but while I'm there, I'm not there to talk to other people. I'm there to get my mind focused, and I'm there to get my body energized. So I'll leave the gym at 7:30, feeling focused and ready for an amazing day. And then I'll schedule shower and empower, 8 o'clock to 8:30, or whatever the time may be. And now, why 8 o'clock to 8:30, and what am I doing for that half an hour? While I'm in the shower, I'm saying my own affirmations. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a new start. I listen to the voice deep in my heart. Great to say your affirmations in the shower, because it kind of reverberates and it echoes. And plus what? You're standing there anyway. Why not use the time productively? So that's called shower and empower. While I'm getting dressed, I'll continue that theme. I'll either be listening to a CD, or I'll be saying my own affirmations. I went through a phase last year with all the stuff happening politically that I used to watch the news. And I was watching Brexit, and I was watching what's happening, in the States, and I was watching our news here in South Africa, and I realized I was becoming grumpy and irritable. So now I listen to the news once a day, if that, because it's just not a good thing to feed your mind. Certainly not first thing in the morning. You can listen later. This is not part of setting the tone for your day. After shower and empower, I'll have a breakfast of champions, and I'll literally write those words. What's a breakfast of champions? Breakfast of champions means that I'm going to eat food that's going to nourish my body. I'm going to eat food that's going to help me keep toned and physically fit. So I only feed my body something that I'd feed a champion, because I am a champion. That's who you are. You're a champion. And then I'll say, the next 15 minutes, whether it's 8:45 to 9 o'clock, drive alive. It'll take me 15 minutes to the office. What does drive alive mean? While I'm driving, I'm present. While I'm driving, I'm focused. What am I doing? I'm again feeding my mind what it is that I'm wanting to create today. I'll either switch off the radio and contemplate what it is I'm wanting to manifest today, think about my meetings and how I want them to unfold, or I'll be doing some sort of affirmations while I'm driving, but usually I use the time to switch off and just go into my mind and think about what it is I'm wanting to manifest. Then the next thing, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, awesome and empowering team meeting. What does that mean? I'm going to sit with my team, I'm going to empower them, and we're going to think about what it is we're wanting to create in order to serve you a lot better. 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, prepare for an outstanding Mind Power launch. During that time, I'll be speaking about the next Mind Power course, and I'll be putting all the systems in place to plan that. 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, delicious lunch, which I think is obvious and speaks for itself. 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, outstanding talk for Coca-Cola or whoever I'm doing a talk for. And so I'll plan that I'm going to have an awesome and outstanding talk. I'll build in their time to develop, build relationships with my clients. And then after that, I'll do one of my favorite things. I'll either go to the driving range. I call myself a golfing genius. Again, I use words to make me feel inspired to participate in that part of my life. So, it'll say something like 4:30 to 6 o'clock, golfing genius time, which is my time to go and either practice at the driving range or it's my time to go play 9 holes. I enjoy playing 9 holes on my own. Why? I can work on my game, but walking on a golf course on your own for 2 hours in a beautiful environment gives you time to start slowing down and really start thinking about what it is that you're wanting to manifest. And then something like, I'll say 6:30 to 7:30 or 6:30 to 8:30, time with my baby, relationship renaissance man. I've given myself the title that who I am is I am the relationship renaissance man, because I'm wanting to make sure that my relationship with my partner is revolutionary and that I'm evolving as a man and becoming a better man. I always say to her, baby, you make me want to be a better man. And she does. She's an amazing soul. So, and then I'll say something like 8:30 to 10 o'clock, quantum mental evolution. Now again, I'm giving it a title. What is quantum mental evolution? Time to go into my mind, either be reading, meditating, but time to actually be feeding my mind so that I'm growing and evolving as a person. And then I'll say something like 10:30, lights out, have an awesome sleep. So I will literally schedule every single moment. Get into the habit of doing that for this month. Even if you just try doing that for this week. So here's my invitation from this particular vlog. Switch off the vlog and actually write down. No matter, and I know some of you get up earlier. I'm very fortunate. I tend to work late because of Mind Power. So 6 o'clock is usually my wake up time. So whatever time you wake up, write it down. Schedule every single activity. Now, are you going to complete absolutely everything on the list? No. In fact, it's rare. It does happen. I always feel quite proud of myself where I actually tick off everything on the list. But even if I just get to 60% of it, I feel proud. But here's an important point that I'd like to mention to you. 20% of your actions gives you 80% of your results. I'll say that again. 20% of your actions gives you 80% of your results. So what's the most important 20% that you need to make sure that you get done today in order to produce the outstanding result you need? So sometimes I will know that no matter what happens today, the number one thing is I need to send that email. That's the most important thing. Or the number one thing is I need to make that phone call. Because sometimes you get so busy being busy that you forget to do the important thing. So the important thing is to remember that once you've created this, which are the things that must happen? I promise you that if you practice this, you will start producing massive action. And then that affirmation that I shared with you last week, every day I take massive action, living life with purpose and passion, because then everything that you do has got a purpose and you know why it is that you're doing what you're doing. So I trust you found that useful. Please do me a favor. Don't just listen to this, try it. Just write it down. Do it for 1 week. And I promise you, I give you my word, you'll have one of the most productive weeks you've ever had. And once you make this a habit, you're going to start living a life with purpose and passion. Again, I want to thank you for tuning in. I feel grateful that you choose to listen to these messages. It makes me feel like I'm living my purpose of transforming consciousness and making the world a better place. Go well. I want to wish you an amazing 2017. That's what we're doing in these vlogs. I'm actually trying to give you the momentum to ensure that you produce your best results ever. I want to wish you the best with that. But even if you forget everything else, as always, I want to say to you, don't forget to be awesome.